number 2.
Well, the first one came in his last start against Tampa Bay, and that was a good one. 6+ innings in the game, but he's 1-4. But he's had some bad luck. You look at really in his last 2 starts, 13 runs. He's given up only 5 earned runs. So Brett Anderson has the first win under his belt, looking spiffy in his white uniform with the red cap and the A's logo in red, white, and blue on this Memorial Day.
And Anderson's first pitch to Ichiro Suzuki in for a strike. 107, first pitch here at the Coliseum. But it's great to see the sunshine.
As I mentioned in our open, watching Brett Anderson, the first 9 batters against Tampa Bay, he worked quickly. He had the hard breaking ball working down and in to the right-handers.
Off his fingers, and that'll be a base hit for Ichiro. Anderson reached out with that left hand, and the ball did hit the hand, but he seems to be okay. So what a surprise, an infield hit for Ichiro.
Follow through and then reaching back, and there's contact. Looked like his fingers were extended, which is, if anything, a good idea. You don't want to hit it off the end of the fingers, otherwise they'll look like mine. But at least in the palm, it's a chance. But I don't even know, had he not put a hand on it, if throwing him out. Ichiro is just too fast.
An infield hit, and that also extends the hitting streak for Ichiro, and it's a pretty significant one. 19 games now.
If he bunted more, and with his speed, who knows how many hits he could get in how many consecutive games.
Do you remember him ever bunting? I don't recall ever seeing him bunt. So Ichiro aboard, and Yuniesky Betancourt is the hitter. The Mariners are 21-24 on the year. They are 9-12 on the road, 12-12 at home. And they just finished up a very long homestand. They were 5-5 in the 10-game homestand, and over the weekend they took 2 out of 3 from the Giants in interleague play. So they finished up the homestand, and now they are beginning a 6-game trip. 3 here in Oakland, an off day Thursday, and then 3 down in Anaheim. Betancourt bunts, and it's a good one. Hanahan on the run gets Betancourt, but down to second goes Ichiro. That's a sacrifice. And a nice play by Jack Hanahan. That was a very good bunt by Betancourt.
Absolutely, and it took a perfect play by Hanahan. And the ball into the runner, and Jason Giambi avoiding contact. And I think the intent might have been to bunt for a base hit. But as it turned out, the ball got in on his hands. He'd already committed and at least able to get the ball down. And, oh, by the way, Bobby Crosby is at shortstop today.
How about that, huh?
His first start of the season at shortstop. He did play a couple of innings in Tampa. And I asked him, I said, have you actually been taking ground balls at short? A few, but he's played and trying to learn third, second, first. He's not spent as much time at short, but it's like riding a bike. He'll be fine.
Adrian Beltre steps in. Beltre hitting in the third spot, struggling, 215.
About that.
But starting to come around a little bit. Hit a home run yesterday off Barry Zito, but the 3 home runs, a bit of a surprise. Quickly, Anderson catches the inside corner, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, you said a bit of surprise on the home runs. Surprised he hadn't hit a lot more, and surprised that really, I mean, for a while it didn't look like he was ever going to be able to hit a home run.
He was on 0 for quite a while. And a big swing and a foul tip.
Well, that's the good breaking ball down and in. This was Adrian Beltre against Barry Zito. And it was a no doubt off speed.
And a big one. The difference in the Mariners' win yesterday against the Giants.
Barry actually had a lead.
He did
at that point.
Wasn't used to it.
One of the toughest pitches for a right-handed batter from a left-hander is the hard slider down and in, because it looks like a fastball and then just disappears. And Beltre able to get a bat on the one he just fouled back. But Brett Anderson, again, one of the best lefties I've seen in a while, especially at his age, to pitch as well as he does inside.
Ken Griffey Jr. waits in the on-deck circle. And there's the good curveball, and Beltre swings and misses. 2 outs here in the first.
Well, and the key is to throw it hard so it does not take a chance of hanging, and that's exactly what he does. Hard down and in. And Brett Anderson, what a great pitch to throw to a power hitter. I think back to some of the lefties I remember catching Sam McDowell, who had a hard slider down and in. I mean, the great Harmon Killebrew, the Hall of Famer, just keeps swinging over and over and over. You know, and he throws it. He threw it in the 90s, but all you have to do is throw it hard down and in to the righties, and it's a tough pitch to catch up to.
Well, you know, it's funny. You watch Randy Johnson pitch now, and he doesn't strike anybody out with his fastball, but his slider is still devastating, and he gets a lot of strikeouts still.
And they're usually not strikes.
That's right.
They just look like you have to gear up for the fastball, even though he's not throwing as hard as he did, but still gear up for it. And it just is a devastating pitch. And for some reason, righties to lefties is not the same. It's just something about lefties and the delivery. Maybe you're looking more outside for pitches, and all of a sudden the hard one comes down and in. You just can't catch up.
1-1 to Ken Griffey Jr. Close pitch. Junior's home run yesterday was number 616 in his career. So he is part of the elite group. That's a good one there. Ichiro, speedy runner at second. Crosby playing behind him, trying to hold him, although with Ichiro it's not going to make a whole lot of difference.
Well, you'd have to figure that's going to be the breaking ball, but could also try to sneak a fastball by him. So a couple of options for Brett Anderson on a 3-2 offering to the first ballot Hall of Famer.
Very close pitch. Missed inside. This was 6-1-6 yesterday.
The first inning against Barry Zito. Yeah, that crowd came alive.
Mike Sweeney.
There's the select group. 1 of 6. They have hit 600 home runs. Got a ways to go if he's going to move up on that list, though, to catch Mays. I don't know if Junior will play that long. Mike Sweeney steps in.
Well, Mike Sweeney had an 0 for 18, had an infield hit, but against the A's, first trip the Mariners were in town, he was all over the place, hitting, just doing everything. With the game, A's on the Saturday afternoon with just a double to left center, the only run in the game.
But he has hurt the A's this year. He's 7 for 21 with a homer and 4 RBIs. In this, the 7th matchup of the year between these two teams. And he picked up the milestone home run against the Athletics, number 200. In a hitter's count here is Sweeney, 2-0. Fouls him to the right side. The Mariners are 13th in the league in runs scored, 11th in home runs hit, last in walks, last in on-base percentage, and second to last in slugging. So they have not been a real good offensive team. They're hitting .251 as a team. Now, certainly the A's offensive numbers are not real good either, but we're seeing signs of the A's offense starting to come to life. Talk about that when the A's come to bat. There's your umpires. Brian Knight behind home plate. Dana DeMuth is at first, and he is the crew chief. Eddings at second. Wendelstedt at third. And they have red hats on as well. Shallow center. Sweeney comes in. He's going to get there. He's got it. Side retired. The Mariners strand a pair and do not score in the top of the first. By McDonald's, Adam Kennedy is in the leadoff spot today. Then it's Suzuki, Cust, Holiday, Giambi, Sweeney, Buck, Crosby, and Hanahan. So Adam Kennedy at the top. He's been hitting so well for the Athletics. .400 average for Adam Kennedy. He's done that in 14 games. 22 for 55. A couple of home runs, 11 RBIs. So he has been terrific since joining the A's.
He's had some big hits, some big runs batted in for the Athletics of his 11. Smart hitter. He used the whole field. Smart base runner.
And he goes first to third.
Quite well. Watching the tail end, the end of the Angels-Dodgers game yesterday, and like road runners.
Yep.
I mean, the Angels going first to third. They didn't even look to see where the ball was.
They
just take off.
Go. Yep. 3-1 the count to Kennedy. And it's a walk. So an early meeting between Jojima and the starting pitcher Chris Jakabaskis.
In the second position, the catcher.
Here's the defense for the Seattle Mariners today. Chavez, Gutierrez, Suzuki in the outfield. Beltre, Betancourt, Lopez, Sweeney in the infield. Jojima the catcher, and it's Chris Jakabaskis. The A's have seen him a couple times this year.
Yeah, one of those starts of his 7 came against the Athletics and picked up his first major league win in relief. Now the opener of the season for the Coliseum, the home opener that is, in relief of Ryan Rowland-Smith. So you could say he's been involved in 2 of the memorable games for the Athletics. The opener, home opener here, that he picked up the win, and also the game we will all want to forget, May 3rd in Seattle, the 15-inning game, which the A's lost 8-7. He was the starting pitcher. He was long gone by the time that game was over.
Well, and he is literally in relief of Ryan Rowland-Smith. Smith on the disabled list, and Jakabaskis took his spot in the rotation.
Probably has pitched well enough to stay in the rotation, just to
Maybe.
see what happens with Smith when he does come back, or Rowland-Smith.
Suzuki pops it up, and it's going to be out of play. So the A's come in 16-25. They're 9-12 at home and 7-13 on the road. And that offense that we briefly talked about, they're 12th in the league in runs scored. But things are starting to move in the right direction offensively, and that is a good sign. In fact, the A's, over their last 8 games, have scored 41 runs. Now, that's not an incredible amount of runs scored, but you start getting over 5 runs per game, you will win a lot of games. So it's slowly starting to get better, and they're starting to hit the long ball. Quick throw to first, and Kennedy dives back. In that series against the Diamondbacks, of course, they had the 4-homer game, but overall 7 home runs in the 3 games. Look at the lineup. You just figure too many guys with home run capability to continue to be last in the league in home runs hit.
And days like today, they're really going to help out. Memorial Day, weather's going to warm up, and that's when the bats start to warm up. And I think the A's, of course, 9 games under 500, but all you have to do is think of the San Diego Padres. 0-6 road trip, came home and swept the homestand 9-0.
Wow, is that unbelievable?
Unbelievable, but it just goes, I mean, it's the same team that lost 6 in a row on the road that came back and won 9 in a row.
That's right.
So it just shows you that it's early, keep playing hard and see what happens.
Pitch is a swing by Suzuki. Bob Guerin is immediately out of the dugout.
He said he swung at it?
He said he swung at it. Now the runner Kennedy is safe at second, I believe. Or is he? He's walking off.
Interference?
Oh, you know what?
Back, it's got to be interference.
I think you're right, Ray. I think he did call interference.
But if it's interference and then Kennedy is out at second. If it's batter's interference.
Well, Suzuki's leaving.
If he went across the plate and Jojima made contact with him, then it's a double play.
Then it should be, you're right.
Yeah.
So it's a strikeout, and the interference eliminates the runner. Kennedy's not sure what's going on. He's just kind of standing in between first and second.
Said that was a swing, and he followed Wentz going to first base, and that's where he called interference. That's not a swing. You got to be kidding me. And there's no contact.
So really, when you look at the replay, it certainly does not look like a swing, and it doesn't look like interference.
Well,
either.
there's definitely no contact. If we can look at the replay again, you definitely see no contact. And Suzuki's trying to avoid being hit by the ball.
Batting in the 3rd position, designated hitter.
Well, Kennedy is at second.
And they just threw out Guerin.
Bob Guerin got thrown out. And now Dana DeMuth, who's the crew chief, is coming down to try to restore some order.
Well, when Knight, after the swing, Knight pointed to Suzuki, which would indicate interference, but yet Kennedy's still in second. So if they're saying he swung.
Well, unless he was, some umpires will point at the batter, and that's their way of saying the batter went around. Now, we don't know.
And, you know, that is a horrible, we've talked about it often. And even Bob Watson said there's no way a home plate umpire should ever call a check swing. He can't watch the ball and watch the swing at the same time. It's a different view, a different perspective from behind than first or third, depending on a right-handed or left-handed batter. You cannot see it.
Well, it is.
He called it himself. He called it a swing.
So it's a strikeout at a stolen base.
Yeah.
There's no interference anywhere.
I thought he had pointed at interference, and as Suzuki was going to first, he did avoid contact by Jojima. Scanlon got tossed too?
Well, maybe let's see if Bob Guerin got tossed. Did they both get it? And Bob is going into the dugout. We'll see what he does. Well, he's got reason to be upset. That was a bad call. It should be first and second and nobody out.
Well, I just wonder if Jim Scanlon got tossed and Bob went out to protect him.
It looks like Bob did not get ejected. So A's lose their hitting coach, but not their manager.
Wow, that's. That's brutal. Well, that just is a perfect example, illustration of why a home plate umpire should never call check swing. That's why you have the first and third base umpires to appeal. It's horrible.
And you know what? If you're the home plate umpire and it's a close call, give it to the other guy.
Exactly. I don't want it. Yeah.
Give it to the other umpire.
But you're seeing more and more of it for some reason.
2-0 to Cust. The A's do have a runner in scoring position. Kennedy is going to steal third. He takes off, and Jojima dropped the ball.
Well, we take a look now. Suzuki, ball's inside. He's avoiding. See his bat, the bat angle, and see the late call. That's even makes it worse. That Brian Knight made such a late call. Here's the swing. His bat followed through, but the angle of the bat, all he's trying to do was avoid being hit. Yet he called strike 3. Brutal.
Infield in, 3-0 to Cust, and he swings away. Got one to hit, and Cust took a big rip. So on a 3-0 pitch, Cust got the green light.
Oh, how about that? Soldier catches a ball and gives it to somebody. They've got a group here of soldiers. That is great.
Cust hits it hard. Lopez is coming home, and the throw gets past Jojima to the backstop. Kennedy scores. Cust is digging to second, and the A's will take a 1-0 lead.
Well, in honor of Ricky Henderson going to the Hall of Fame, Ricky run becomes a Kennedy run. Steals second, steal third, go on contact, dislodge the ball at the plate. Hard hit ball to second base. Lopez still went to the plate, and the ball and the runner arrived at the same time, and that's why you slide feet first. Watch Kennedy going feet first to Jojima right there, and it was going to be couldn't handle the short hop anyway, but just the fact he went in feet first, had he caught it, might have still dislodged the baseball. But great hustle, great run on a walk, stolen base, score on an infield, fielder's choice.
That was the call. So the A's with a 1-0 lead. And here's Holiday, still just one out. A lot going on here in the bottom of the first. Shot to short, and they're going to get the out between second and third as Betancourt made a nice play and then flipped to Beltre. So a mistake by Jack Cust. And Cust is out.
The ball was hit so hard, he'd love to see the ball get in the air.
That was a smash.
Wow. Similar to the one that Cabrera tried to catch yesterday, the day before. I mean, a short one hopper and just a little bit of Olay.
Get out of the way.
Oh, find my glove.
That's the famous baseball song. Yeah. Olay, Olay, get out of the way.
Well, if you're not awake now, after this first half, first inning.
Not over yet. Giambi takes low. Five home runs, 20 RBIs, and home run on Friday and a home run on Saturday. I take that Saturday and Sunday is when home runs were hit.
Well, Jason said it's so special. We've talked about Jason's dad, John, who, as John said, is retired and gets a chance to come up from Southern California to watch Jason when they're at home. And he said his mom got a chance to see the home run as well on Saturday night. And he said it's very special because his mom does a lot of babysitting for his sister's kids and had a chance to see the number 400, which he said, Dad, stay away. Mom's going to see more. She shows up and I hit the 400.
That's a pretty good thrill for a parent.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Especially you think of all the players that have played this great game. Only 44 players have hit 400 home runs.
That's amazing.
At least 400.
2-1 to Giambi. swing and a miss. Jakabaskis ran a fastball away from Giambi.
Well, a note was just brought up from Robert Wan. Akinori Iwamura is out for the season. Injured, trying to turn a double play yesterday. The 8th innings, carted off the field. He'll have surgery. And the swelling goes down, and he's out for the season. That's a blow to the Tampa Bay Rays. Absolutely. For a number of reasons. I mean, he made the transition from third to short to second, and Adam Kennedy.
Guess where the A's got him from?
That's right.
The Rays.
That's exactly right.
Wow.
Great point. Wow.
So it was a feel-good day for the Rays because David Price called back up to the big leagues, and he's starting today. It's a bittersweet day now. You lose your regular second baseman.
The A's will trade Kennedy back, and love Adam Kennedy will take Longoria.
It's going to cost you.
Or David Price. Yeah, well, he's not going anywhere.
Because you need him.
Yeah,
and we got him.
Yeah. Boy, just a matter of, what, about 3 weeks?
Yeah.
That.
Swing and a miss on a 3-2 pitch. Giambi strikes out. A couple of strikeouts for Jakabaskis, but the A's get a run. Adam Kennedy scores it, and he gets a couple of stolen bases.
These shirts, American flag shirts, and different things. So Tommy's good.
Oh, he's the best.
I mean, Josh, what a crew. The Veranda Boys. The Tampa Bay Vanoy Veranda Boys.
Oh, man. Let's see a group of middle-aged men cover every possible subject matter into the wee hours of the morning. That would be us guys in Tampa Bay, and we had a good time. Rain coming down, didn't matter. Splashing up, having too much fun.
It's like sitting in the plantation front porch with a rocking chair.
That is exactly right. 1-2 to Jose Lopez, and he lines one foul. Lopez, Jojima, and Endy Chavez here in the second inning. He's got a little payback to give to the Mariners. Remember, the Mariners came in here the first home series of the year and swept the A's. And then that series up in Seattle, a frustrating series for the A's. The Mariners took 2 out of 3. So A's have won just 1 in the first 6 against this Seattle team.
A's could have won all 3 in Seattle.
That's right. That's why it was a frustrating road trip back from Seattle.
And close games here. So of the 6 games played, definitely some winnable games for the Athletics. But again, learning experience.
High fastball, swing and a miss. Second strikeout for Anderson.
That time now for Carl's Jr. in your face. How about Josh Outman yesterday? 7 2/3 innings, 4 hits, 1 run. How about that? That started the afternoon as he gave the baseball to a young fan, and then 4 double plays turned while on the mound defensively. What a great job. How about this? Covering first base, feed from Jason Giambi. So he's an athlete. Talk badly sometimes about pitchers being not athletes. He proved yesterday Josh Outman is an athlete. He can play. He can do it all. He did it yesterday. And then Powell, his first major league home run. He caught Josh Outman yesterday.
That's hit well to left field, and this is going to tie the game if it stays fair. It does, and Kenji Jojima with home run number 3 in a 1-1 game.
Cannot throw him a fastball. Good fastball, but Jojima does one thing: swings hard and looks fastball. And he got the fastball. It was at 94 according to the stadium gun, but doesn't matter. Tried to go inside and left it outside. So we were talking about Brett Anderson pitching in. Got to force it to get in there. Otherwise, that's a lot of times going to be the result.
Andy Chavez steps up with 1 out. Chavez 274 with a home run and 9 RBIs, and he slaps that one foul. 0-2. Andy Chavez has been a tough out for the A's this year. He's 7 for 18 with 3 RBIs in 6 games.
Jojima just able to extend the arms on the 0-1 fastball. Any pitcher, all he has to do is listen. Of course, sees a location not where he wanted it, and doesn't really have to watch the flight of the ball and knows it's gone.
0-2 pitch, slider in the dirt. Chavez swings at it, and that's a strikeout. 3 strikeouts now for Brett Anderson.
Batting in the 9th position.
The hard breaking ball, the hard slider again, and Chavez swinging wildly at a pitch out of the strike zone. He and Ibar homered against the lefty in St. Pete in his last start. Of course, Rayburn, the grand slam and the, I believe, 5 unearned run first inning in Detroit. So Brett Anderson's due for some good luck. Some good defense behind him, and if he's going to give up runs, make sure they're earned runs and not unearned.
There's a good pitch. Well, the game that Anderson got his first major league win in his last start Wednesday, that of course was a game where he had to sit back and watch the A's hang on, and then Sweeney made that terrific catch to end the game, and big sigh of relief. Hit a home run, get your toe worked on. That's the way it works.
You call a tow truck.
Bobby Crosby, the shortstop, has it. Flips it across. Dug out by Giambi. Side retired. Kenji Jojima, his 3rd home run of the year. So bottom of the 2nd coming up. 1-1 game. Run in the first. The Mariners got a home run by Jojima in the top of this inning. So Ryan Sweeney leading things off. He'll be followed by Travis Buck and then Bobby Crosby. Towards second, Jose Lopez to his left, and he throws out Ryan Sweeney. One out here in the second inning. A's Baseball on Comcast Sportsnet California is brought to you by Quick Creek. Visit quickcreek.com. Quick Creek, it's what America is made of. So with one out, Travis Buck will hit.
Bring a couple of bags by my house. I got some post holes I want you to
really? I'll do that.
Drop it in. That's good stuff. I'll dig the hole. You bring the Quick Creek.
You need me to do something to help you out, I will.
Put some water in there and we're done.
All right.
Finish up the fence. Paint it.
Have a glass of lemonade out on the porch. Like we don't spend enough time together.
See, I used to work in the hay fields and got rhubarb pie.
Really?
Yeah, that was always special.
Yeah, but
and lemonade.
Your mother was like a world-class pie maker.
Well, that's true.
Oh, 0-2 to Travis Buck. Travis had 205 with a home run, 6 RBIs. Trying to get Travis going. Get the average headed in the right direction. He did not have a hit in the Arizona series. He was 0 for 7. Don Wakamatsu. Got to know Don in his time with the Athletics. So he's making his second trip back to where he grew up, right?
Absolutely.
So he probably likes coming back.
Had a chance to spend a lot of time with his parents last year, who are still living in the area, and there's Ty Van Berkeley. Gets a chance to drive home following today's game and come back for tomorrow's game. And then they have an off day Thursday, and Ty's saying that family's going to Anaheim.
So Ty probably looked at the schedule and said, that's perfect. A day game on Monday, a night game on Tuesday. That's right. Drive home, spend.
And a day game Wednesday with an off day Thursday and going to Anaheim. So
perfect.
It's a good week for him, for Ty. And good man. Good man.
Travis Buck ends up working the walk. Good at bat by Buck. And here's Bobby Crosby.
Bobby Crosby.
By the way, Kennedy stole second and then third. Might tell us something about Jakubowski's move.
Crosby drives one down the right field line, but it's going to hook foul just past the Mariners bullpen. And a nice play in the first row. Stood up, didn't need a glove, and made the play. A long look by Jakubowskis, which actually probably a good thing to do if you don't have a great move. Maybe hold it a couple seconds one time, 4 seconds the next. That can slow down a running game.
And Jojima has a very quick release. A lot of time there's movement on a throw to second, but he's improved defensively, blocking balls in the dirt, and his throwing. Very good caught stealing percentage.
2-1 now to Crosby.
But as we all know, a lot of times you take advantage of a pitcher and his move to the plate, and maybe timing or kind of anticipating when the pitcher's going to throw a breaking ball, which is a much tougher pitch for a catcher to handle than throwing out a base runner.
There goes Buck, and the ball's hit hard into left field, a base hit. Buck rounds second. He'll try for third. Chavez's throw is. No, he dropped the ball. Beltre dropped the ball. I think Hunter Wendelstedt was ready to call him out.
Well, and I thought his hand got in anyway. And Beltre probably said he held on long enough, if that's the case. But Hunter Wendelstedt did not make the call, waiting until the play finalized. But Buck showing the aggressiveness on a hard hit ball by Bobby Crosby on a hit and run. And Chavez with a throw. His hand was in.
I think it was.
His hand was in. So Buck making the turn. Check the hand on the head first slide and the tag.
Yeah, it was close.
It was very close, but there's the follow through.
But you know, even play was close like that. Beltre, you could tell the ball was rolling around in his glove when he made the tag, so they're not surprised that it ended up popping out.
Well, as a result of the play, no error was given because Wendelstedt never made the call. He waited till the play was finished before he did.
So if he calls him out and then sees the ball pop away and then calls him safe, it's an error.
That's right. So there's really bang bang in its positioning of the umpire. Wendelstedt tried to go around the side to get a better look at it.
Swing and a miss by Jack Hanahan. 1-2. Hanahan's got to put in play here. First and third, one out.
We talked about the feet first slide by Kennedy into Jojima. At that time, the head first slide helped dislodge the baseball into Beltre, because his body came flying in with the momentum on the follow through and the slide.
Popped up, and that's going to reach the seats. Jack Hanahan getting a chance to play a little bit as of late. This is his fourth start in the last 5 games. Had a couple hits in the Arizona series. He was 2 for 7. He was not in the starting lineup yesterday. Adam Kennedy waits in the on-deck circle. Hanahan trying to give the A's the lead back.
Well, this is one area I know Jim Scanlon, the A's hitting coach, although been injected, he's really worked with these players, and the importance of first and third with a gift run at third, just making sure the ball is put in play. And just think, biggest part of the field, left center, right center.
Drive, Ichiro back, still going back, over his head, up against the wall. Buck scores, Crosby's held at third, and Jack Hanahan, a big hit, RBI double, and the A's have the lead back 2-1.
Well, perfect example. You think big part of the field, you get something off speed you can pull, you do it, and that's exactly what Hanahan did. Middle of the plate in, it was up, and he turned on it. Great piece of hitting by Jack Hanahan, basically taking what was given to him. Very short, quick stroke, and able to produce. And yes, another walk is scored.
Yep.
And the good base running by Travis Buck, aggressive base running we've seen from the A's already in the first 2 innings of today's game.
Now you get a hot hitter up there in Adam Kennedy. Change up a bit high.
Well, it's short, compact, brought the hands in and extends the arms. He jams himself, instead brought the hands in and cleared the hips. Great double, a couple runners in scoring position.
Crosby has to scramble back to third. Lots of base runners for the A's here in the first couple innings. Hit hard, fair. Pass Sweeney, 1 run scores, 2 runs are going to score, and the red-hot Adam Kennedy comes through again. A 2-run double for 1A's.
Oh, that's great hitting. That is outstanding hitting, and he is covering both sides of the plate. Tried to go in with him as well, and again, the uppercut swing. Watch the hands. Pull the hands in, the hips, and past Sweeney, who was playing in, and even with a bag at first. Adam Kennedy, again, using the whole field, this time pulling it into right field for a double.
So RBIs 12 and 13 for Kennedy.
As the Rays look on and say, come home.
Man. Kurt Suzuki, 3 runs in for the Athletics. There's a strike in the outside corner. So Chris Jakubowskis getting knocked around by the A's in this ball game. Denny Stark just now starting to loosen up. Kurt Suzuki was called out. Umpire said he went around on a controversial play, and it was the play that got the hitting coach Jim Scaling ejected. It was a very poor call by home plate umpire Brian Knight.
Good.
Pop-up on the infield. Lopez has it for the second out. So they'll bring up Jack Cust.
Designated hitter, number 32, Jack Cust.
Cust reached on a fielder's choice. Ended up getting a run home. He did not get credit for an RBI on that play in the first inning. Got a chance to pick up a run batted in here as he rolls over on that one, hits it toward Mike Sweeney, who runs to the bag, side retired. But a good inning for the Athletics. They scored 3 times. The big hit, Adam Kennedy, with a 2-run double. 4-1 Athletics.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Let's look at the camera. Take off your sunglasses. Tie off.
A's with a 3 spot in the bottom of the second to take a 4-1 lead over the Mariners. Brett Anderson back to the mound, and he's going to face the top of the order. Ichiro, Betancourt, and Beltre. Ichiro had an infield single in the first inning.
See who's in the booth?
Marty Lurie. Anderson's going to have to hurry, so is Giambi, and neither of them are going to get there. That's another infield hit for Ichiro.
Well, you know, they worked on the pitcher fundamental practice. And Josh Outman did it perfectly yesterday, but with the ball to the left side, Brett Anderson, I guess you could say he got off as quickly as he could in the foot race. Forget it. Actually, Jason talked to Adam Kennedy, and maybe Jason thinking he went too far to his right, more of a Kennedy ball, and get back to the bag.
Well, Ray, it's always an issue when you have a left-handed pitcher, because when they release the ball, their momentum always pulls them away from first base, and they have to turn around and then get their momentum going the other way. And you could really tell on that play, Anderson, it's just what happens. It's just the way lefties throw it. Body always kind of falls off away from first base. Inside to Betancourt.
Then again, you think of Greg Maddux, the way he finishes.
See that left leg swings around.
Swings around. But I mean, there are pitchers who do follow and square themselves up to the plate, which means they can take off. But if the follow through takes, especially with the leg like that, you want to get his max behind it as much as possible. It is going to happen. Wrong guy to do it though with Ichiro, hitting out from the left side of the box.
3-0 to Betancourt, who hardly ever walks, and he takes a strike. Actually, Betancourt has 7 walks this year, which is quite a bit for him.
Did not walk at his first 97 plate appearances, but yet 2 in 1 game.
That's impossible. He hits this one toward shallow center.
Ball 4.
And it was ball 4. And Sweeney has it, and that's 1 out. So Betancourt is retired.
Number 29,
Betancourt's
Adrian Beltre.
name heavy in the trade rumors the last week or so. It's a little early for trade rumors, but you start to hear about it. Not sure the Mariners are completely happy with his game right now. Here's Beltre, and he takes low.
Well, unfortunately, it start getting into the summer months and clubs that are struggling and looking at contracts of players and maybe not going to re-sign or want to unload a salary. As Joe's saying about throwing up against the wall, some of it sticks, and you know
somebody may grab the guy.
But you know the rumors are rumors, and there's still a lot to go before July 31st, the trading deadline.
Oh, this guy's name will be in trade rumors as well. Adrian Beltre, he's a free agent at the end of this year. Mariners have some high-ticket free agents. Beltre is one of them. Eric Bedard be a free agent. And Jared Washburn a free agent as well. Those are 3 big-name guys who could help some teams. That's Washburn, and he will pitch tomorrow against the Athletics. But the Mariners just 3 games under 500. 6 games behind the Texas Rangers coming into today.
It's starting the month of April. I think everybody in the Western Division, even though the Rangers lost big today, 11-1, still concerned about the Angels from Anaheim.
You just get the feeling that it's always going to be them. It's in the dirt, and Beltre will walk. 2 on and 1 out for Ken Griffey Jr.
Now batting, number 24.
We mentioned the Rangers, Ray, but they lost today Big time. Yankees 11, Texas 1. Yankees had 19 hits in that game, and they scored early and they scored often.
8 home runs.
Alex Rodriguez was 5 for 5 with 4 RBIs. He did not hit a home. Nelson Cruz hit another one, the only run for the Rangers, but Hughes got the win, Harrison the loss. So the Yankees take game 1 of that series. The Yankees have won 9 out of their last 10. One and 0 to Junior. A walk in the first for Griffey. He drives with center field. Sweeney back, still going back, spins around, and he's got it. Ryan Sweeney tracks it down. Runners go back, 2 outs.
Well, he's played a great center field, and Griffey put a charge. Sounded great, but Ryan Sweeney again, a great jump. Almost knew exactly how far he had to go before he turned around to make the catch. We've seen some great plays already from Ryan Sweeney this year, and Griffey looked like he had a chance to get it over the head of Ryan Sweeney. Did not work though.
Mike Sweeney, a fly ball to Ryan Sweeney. Ended the first inning, a couple of runners on. Ichiro takes off, and that may be the easiest stolen base he'll ever get.
Nobody was holding him. His most important player is the batter right now, and so Kennedy back on the grass, Crosby at his position. So definitely an easy one for Ichiro, but the runner at first, who also has pretty good speed and belt rate, stayed put.
Swing and a miss. 1-1. Ichiro's, that was number 7 as far as stolen bases go on the year. Sweeney with a couple of home runs and 9 RBIs. And another swing and a miss. Getting life on his fastball today, it looks like, from Brett Anderson.
See the scoreboard gun, 96.
That's, yeah, well, there you go.
Mark Mulder always said that the lefties, the radar gun wasn't as effective, accurate with the lefties. Well, Brett Anderson definitely showing some pretty good velocity with his left side.
He hopes it's accurate.
97. Wow.
So is that the same as the ball carrying better when it gets warm and the sun comes out? Better velocity at the Coliseum for the pitchers. .58 pitches for Brett Anderson, and we're in the 3rd. So the pitch count's a little high.
But he only threw 80 in his last start, 6+ innings.
Little flare behind first base, a long run for Kennedy, and did he catch it? Yes, he did. Saved a run. Nice play by Kennedy, and the Mariners do not score. 4-1 A's. Check it out. things off. One on the first, 3 in the second for the Athletics. Mariners got their run in the second, a home run by Kenji Jojima. But Kenji Jojima is no longer in the game. Rob Johnson has come in to do the catching. Remember, we showed Jojima in the dugout. Looked like he was getting his foot worked on, or maybe his toe. So,
what if the hard slide by Adam Kennedy, feet first? I mean, Spike got him or something, but could have been.
2-2 now to Holiday. Just a couple other finals around Major League Baseball. A lot of games being played as we speak. Very high on the infield. Beltre fighting the sun a little bit. This guy.
Well, Adam Kennedy going into Jojima. Let's see what happens. Yep, his left foot. Looks like the spike got his left foot underneath the shin guard, which extends over right there. Just got him right on top. And so you see the shin guards. Shin guards have an extension that go over the top of the foot, but it does not extend over the toe.
Looks like you got it right there with the spike.
Still say catchers, especially catcher, there's the extension, but just not enough over the toe. Should be a shoe designed with steel toe.
Yeah. Why not?
Like the
like a pitcher?
Well, or the workers' shoes. You know, the construction workers, miners that have steel-toed shoes.
Slow you down.
No, they've got lightweight. Slow down a catcher.
Not a catcher. Wow. Hey.
Oh, you could change them whenever you're hitting.
Yeah, that's true. Giambi with a walk with one out here in the third.
And the Orioles come to Oakland Sunday, June the 7th for a 1:05 first pitch. Early visit by the Orioles this year. First 10,000 fans that day will get an A's 12-pack cooler brought to you by Alta Bates Summit Medical Center. Tickets are on sale now. You can call 877-493-BALL. Baltimore Orioles, Sunday, June 7th, here at the Coliseum.
Ryan Sweeney, the hitter. Sweeney had a base hit taken away from him by Jose Lopez, the second baseman, in the second inning. Hits it hard. Beltre. That's a terrific play, and that's going to be a double play. Adrian Beltre, he's a Gold Glover, and he showed it right there. Just like that, the 5-4-3 double play ends the inning. On to the fourth. A's 4, Mariners 1. Bison delivers. Jose Lopez swings at the first pitch, drives one left center, but Ryan Sweeney's there. The guy's everywhere today. Ryan Sweeney tracking balls down in center field. And he's getting an afternoon workout.
It's amazing how you play great defense and it affects your offense. Makes you a better offensive player. Is that Tibbs? Wow. I understand there's some in the freezer, so we should be getting some soon. Today's a Dibs day.
Yeah. Dibs makes us better broadcasters.
Kettle corn yesterday was pretty good too.
Sounded good. You wouldn't give me any. You're holding on to it.
Certain things you just don't want to give up.
I reached for it and you slammed your hand down on mine. No, that's not true. Rob Johnson, his first at bat as he came in for Jojima last half inning. 3-1 now. Back up the middle. Crosby far to his left. Spins around. Throw to first. Nice play. Bobby Crosby.
Well, you know, it's like riding a bike, they say. Bobby has started a game at shortstop in the first 41 games. Today he's there. Cabrera gets the day off, so up the middle, 360 turn. Perfect throw to Jason Giambi. Robbing Rob Johnson of a base hit. Great play by Bobby, and he's an athlete. Shows it there.
Orlando Cabrera, what's he doing today? His first day off. He's used to playing every day.
Well, he won't break Cal Ripken Jr.'s record,
No.
taking a day off, but I'm sure worthy and not missing a beat with Bobby.
No.
At shortstop.
Endy Chavez is the hitter, and he takes just a bit inside.
Well, we don't know what Oklahoma State University is doing today, whether they're playing or Brett's father, Frank, who's the head coach there, is watching, but if he is, got a chance to watch his son pitch St. Pete, pick up his first win. I thought what Brett said, take the souvenir baseball and put it up on the mantle with his father's mementos.
Yep.
As the head coach, so if you're watching Frank, probably got the team working or playing, but he's got a good boy, and the A's are fortunate to have him.
That one slipped out of the hand of Anderson. So a full count with Franklin Gutierrez in the on deck circle. Anderson with 2 walks and 3 strikeouts so far. And he's allowed just 3 hits. Yep. Right there at the knee. Strike 3 called. So Anderson with a nice 3-up, 3-down inning. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It'll be Buck, Crosby, and Hanahan. The A's with a 4-1 lead. tied in the bottom of the fourth inning. Travis Buck, Bobby Crosby, Jack Hanahan, the bottom three in the A's lineup. Buck takes a strike. Travis had a one-out walk in the second, and that started the three-run inning. Big curve by Jakubowskis, drops in for strike. 0-2. Mentioned some of those other scores. The Orioles beat the Blue Jays 4-1. That's a final. So Toronto has lost 7 in a row. So the Blue Jays dropping out of first place. The Orioles got the win from Jeremy Guthrie. And the Red Sox just finished a win in Minnesota, 6-5 over the Twins. Kenny the winner, Liriano the loser. Joe Mauer hit a home run in the loss. Joe Mauer is hitting .444.
11 home runs.
Making it look just a bit too easy. Buck, high, right field corner. It is gone. 5-1 A's. Second home run of the year for Travis Buck.
Exactly 1 month ago today, he did the same thing. Against Garza, this 80-mile-an-hour changeup out in front, but kept the bat back, and good to see Travis with a couple of runs scored, the walk, hustling to third, and now solo home run.
So that is now 8 home runs for the A's in the last 4 games. Crosby hits one very high to shallow center. Gutierrez with the glasses on makes the catch.
Still back. Very well on the changeup. A little waggle his bat. Ichiro, the courtesy look, but no chance. He's aggressive today, swinging the bat, and that's always good to see.
Strike to Jack Hanahan. Hanahan a big hit in this game, RBI double in the second inning. Quickly 0-2. Reaches out, pokes it in the center field. Jack Hanahan is 2 for 2. Nice job of hitting. So 1-out single for Hanahan. Make sure you visit csncalifornia.com and vote for the All-Star Teacher. Check out finals bios and video features. The winning teacher receives $10,000 for his or her school. The csncalifornia.com All-Star Teacher Award is sponsored by Comcast, Cambiar, and the San Francisco Chronicle. Adam Kennedy steps in, his 3rd at-bat in the first 4 innings. Kennedy a walk and a run scored and a double, knocking in 2. He has been a huge part of the offense. Right in the middle of the runs being scored. He also stole 2 bases. Tigers beat the Royals today 13-1 in Kansas City. So that's a battle of the first and second place teams in the AL Central. So the Tigers now have a 4-game lead over the Royals and 4.5 over the Twins. Verlander, another win. He's now 5-2. He had 8 strikeouts in 7 innings. So looks like he's back. Justin Verlander after a very difficult year last year. 3 more RBIs for Miguel Cabrera.
And there's something to be said about a manager too. Jim Leyland always downplays the importance of a manager, and he's been a very good one. But when you have the same club, they had pretty much an 06, the addition of Cabrera, of course, last year, but they have turned it around this year after getting through the dismal 2008.
Sometimes guys just have bad years, right? I mean, it happens. The Brewers beat the Cardinals 1-0 in 10 innings. Those two teams coming into today tied for the top spot in the NL Central. Billy Hall knocked in the winning run in the 10th. Chris Carpenter for the Cardinals had a no-hitter into the 7th inning in that game. But the problem is, at the same time, the Cardinals only had 1 hit through the first 6 innings, and it ended up being a 1-0 game in 10 innings. Milwaukee wins. Kennedy fights it off.
This guy Arda from Milwaukee, surprised he didn't hit a home run.
Yeah, he's good, boy.
He's doing it all. Good pitch, can hit. Might be the next Michael Owens. Use him as a pinch hitter.
2-2 with Hanahan at first. Long look by Jacobaskas. That's to left, and it's going to drop in front of Andy Chavez. Adam Kennedy has the magic wand right now.
Oh, he does.
Man, he's putting the meat of the bat on it. Even if he's reaching a little bit, you know what? His hand's still back.
And boy, you ride the wave too. I mean, if you're swinging the bat well and things are falling in, you just can't wait to come to the park. You can't wait to put a bat in your hand.
Don Wakamatsu's coming out. So we're going to have a pitching change at the Coliseum. It's 5-1 Athletics.
This year's pack features 3 weekend games, including a Rickey Henderson banner giveaway day. For more information, visit oaklandathletics.com.
Jacobaskas knocked out here in the 4th inning.
And he went 4 innings against the A's on May the 3rd. Vinny Stark also pitched in that game May 3rd. 2/3 of an inning, came in with the A's leading late in the game.
Kurt Suzuki trying to add another run. Travis Buck led off this inning with a home run. Only one out with Hanahan at second and Kennedy at first. Stark's pitch in there for strike, 1-1. Denny Stark is 34 years old. Brought up on the 2nd of May. He's been up and down a little bit this year. Up the middle, and it's right at Lopez, who steps on the bag, flips to first, side, retired. Lopez was playing over there, and the ball went right to him. A run on the Buck home run. We go to the 5th, 5-1 A's. A's 5, Mariners 1. Let's check out our leaderboard, brought to you by Firestone. The headline says we're going streaking. No, we're not. Most hit streaks of 15 or more games among active players. Ichiro, he's currently on a 19-game hitting streak. He has done 15 or more 16 times in his career. Again, that's active players. Derek Jeter's done it 11 times. Ichiro will hit second in this inning. It's Gutierrez, Ichiro, and Betancourt. Brett Anderson, a 5-1 lead.
You're blessed with the speed of Ichiro. Should be having a lot of multi-hit games.
Well, plus he doesn't walk a lot, which is a big advantage when it comes to hit streaks.
So multi-hit games are hitting streak games. You only have to get one, keep the streak alive.
Gutierrez grounded to short in the second inning. And he lines that one to left, and that's a base hit. Hit number 4 for the Mariners.
Number 51, Ichiro Suzuki.
So Suzuki will hit. 2 infield singles today for Suzuki. Ichiro started the year on the disabled list. First time he's been on the disabled list in his career.
Mariners had to fight to put him on, though. It wasn't easy. He did not want to go on the DL, but it turned out to be something that was important that he do it, and he's back. And he was saying this morning, everything's fine. So wish him well. Don Wakamatsu's happy that he's in the lineup. Changes his lineup considerably. His ability to get on base.
Well, this year, with the 2 hits today, Ichiro has 55 hits in 39 games. 55 in 39.
And that swing right there is why he beats out a lot of infield hits, because he is running with his swing.
Rolls that one, and out at second, not in time. Jason Giambi went with the the side flip, and just could not get Gutierrez at second. Ichiro, any play at first, he was going to beat it out.
Oh yeah, there's no way they were going to get to him. Jason trying to flip the ball. If he had stopped to turn and throw, could not get the ball out of his glove cleanly to be able to get it to Bobby. Had he done it initially, might have gotten him. But Ichiro just slapping the ball, no chance for him to be out at first.
Infield hit, Ray. He's got 3 of them. Well, he's frustrating too. I would think as a pitcher or a defense as a whole with Ichiro, because it doesn't matter what you do. You make a good pitch, you make a good play, you go in the hole anywhere. If you're an infielder, it doesn't matter. You're not going to get him at first.
Well, some would say, well, bounce the ball. You can hit him off the ground too.
We got video of that. So 2 on and nobody out. A little action for the Mariners here in the 5th.
Almost 300 ahead of Albert Pujols, the most home runs for him, or most hits.
When you talk about walks, Ichiro has walked just 7 times this year. And he just doesn't like to walk. He'd rather hit. And that's okay if you're hitting 320 and 330 like he is. It means you're getting on base. Betancourt is 0 for 1. He had a sacrifice bunt in the very first inning. It looked like he was butting for a hit. He did advance the runner. Pops this one. It's going to be a long run for Buck, but he'll get there. He's got it.
Yeah, Ichiro played, what, 10 years in Japan, came to the United States, and all you have to do is play 10 years in the U.S. and be eligible for the Hall of Fame. And with his numbers, I mean, it's going to be hard to keep him out even after playing 10 years in his home country.
I agree. Well, he's got a contract through 2012, does Ichiro, so 3 more years after this year. His Japan totals 1,278 hits. His first year here in the States, 2001, and he led the league in hitting. It was interesting. Remember when he came to the Mariners? There was a lot of, well, I mean, everybody around baseball was very curious about him because he very much talked about coming to the major leagues here. Beltre hits one pretty well to right center. Back is Buck near the wall. He leaps and he caught it. Sensational play by right fielder Travis Buck. Have a day.
Well, Beltre must have thought he had hit it well enough to get out. And into the right center field area, the jagged edge. Thought he might have, but Travis Buck timed it perfectly. To the warning track, to the wall, jumped. You could see him look to see how close he was right there to the wall and jumped up and made a fantastic catch. Right there, just a great job of looking. You feel the warning track, you got about 3 steps. You got airborne and took extra bases away from Adrian Beltre. He still can't believe it.
Well, you think about, it's like Sweeney, you think about the greatness of the play and then put it in the context of the game.
Exactly.
Now, if that's off the wall, it's probably a 5-3 game or 5-2 and a couple of runners in scoring position. So not only a great play, but a great play at an important time. And to me, that makes it an even better play. 2 outs now, and here's Junior. And he takes a strike on the outside corner.
And a pitcher looks at a play like that, said, my boys are playing behind me like that. I got to buckle down and, in this case, try to get Griffey out and get back in the dugout with no runs.
One and one. Close pitch. Slider. Griffey taps it at the plate. So now Anderson ahead of the count, 1-2. And this will be pitch number 87 from Anderson today. Bobby Crosby, the shortstop, is playing over behind second base. Hanahan is over near the shortstop spot. So somewhat of a shift for Junior. He hits it right back up the middle. Anderson grabs it, flips to first, side, retired. Big time defense from the A's here in the fifth, and it keeps the Mariners off the board. Check out Travis Buck climbing the wall.
There they are.
California.com to vote. Today's poll, it was featured on the pregame. What's your favorite condiment? It's a good question for Memorial Day, where a lot of people are cooking out. Got the grill going. Look for the answers in today's post-game show, and for exclusive video, exclusive blogs, and much more. Log on to CSNCalifornia.com. Ketchup, mustard, mayo, or relish. What is your favorite condiment?
Hot dog.
There should be one on the bottom that says all of the above. Jack Cuss to lead it off. Denny Stark back out there. And Cuss hits a line drive right at Betancourt, who's playing the shift. And that's the first out. So the shift gets Jack Cuss again, and it's got him quite a bit this year.
Yeah, you could take a look at him walking back to the dugout.
That's the
says it all.
That's the shift just got me walk. He's not happy.
Remember the ball he hit Saturday off Dan Heron, a straightaway center? The ball hit the top of the wall.
Yeah.
He didn't see it. First of all, hit the wall, and then the topspin took it over the fence. But he said he didn't think it was going to go out. He said he's hit at least 6 to 8 balls better than that this year at the Coliseum that did not go out. So when he hit that one off Heron, he thought, well, just another one, but top spin. That's how you beat the shift, Jack. You go over it.
Well, if you think about, let's check out the Cust home run first. Here it is.
Fastball up and away. It's supposed to be inside, and the top spin. I love the Comcast sign, the HD sign, and top spin took it over the fence.
But his last at bat, even when you're a kid, the best thing to do is to hit a line drive back up the middle, and that's what he just did, and it was caught. Good swing there by Matt Holliday. So the count 3-2. Holliday a fielder's choice in the first, and then popped out to third in the third. So he's 0 for 2. Holliday was 3 for 12 in that series against the Diamondbacks. And there's a walk. That's the 4th walk the A's have received today. They got 6 hits. They have had base runners all over the place.
Number 16, Jason Giambi.
The good part about it is 5 of them have scored. Brandon Morrow starting to get loose for the Mariners.
Maybe it's their closer. Struggle.
It's a long drop.
Yep. Trying to get him back.
Down around the knees, a strike. 0-2 to Giambi. A strikeout and a walk for Jason this afternoon.
Jason was talking about the amount of playing time he's gotten at first base and how he expected when he signed with the Athletics probably no more than 4 times a week. I think it's going to be Garcia Parra or somebody else relieving him at first, letting him DH, but the injuries to different players has changed that. So getting guys healthy, and our hopes that that is the case for him, because he's good at first baseman, get his bat in the lineup, and gives you a half day off.
Yeah. He's thinking about it.
I was thinking last time he wore the red cap was the Red Sox.
That's right. Two and 2 to Giambi. Jason also now in the top 10 in hits as an Oakland A. He is number 10. He's got 1,078 as an Athletic. His next hit, he will slide to 9 and tie Joe Rudi. Holliday with a short lead at first. Pitches low. So the walk. And it's not a walk. And the throw down to second. And Holliday's going to be in a rundown. It was a 2-2 pitch, I believe. And Giambi thought it was, well, he thought it was a ball 4. It wasn't. Holliday took off. Yep. So it's basically like a runner attempting to steal.
Absolutely.
And so Holliday's out. And the count is 3-2.
And I had 2-2.
I had 2-2 as well.
Exactly. And wondering what was going on. Jason fooled everybody, at least his runner at first, by taking off to first base. Holliday took off, and yep, it's 3-2. So I'll jog to second base, and there's a throw. And what am I doing? And Lopez, Betancourt, had to make a play on a short throw from his catcher.
So now 3-2, and it's low in the dirt.
So that's a caught steal, unfortunately. It's
And And that's followed up by a walk.
Center fielder, number 15, Ryan Sweeney.
Jason fouled the ball off, and maybe that was the pitch that he thought calculated would be not necessarily a ball, but because he fouled it, but an extra pitch. You don't see that often.
Nope.
That's why you come to the park every day and watch a game, because you'll see something that maybe you've never seen before. Especially the way Matt kind of went off, spun around, and kind of jogged a second, and then, whoops, there's the throw.
Line drive left field. Indy Chavez is there. Side retired. Couple of walks. A's do not score. 6th inning coming up. It's 5-1 Athletics.
To celebrate their loyal fans.
He's trying to get their 2nd win in a row after beating the Diamondbacks yesterday. Brett Anderson looking for his 2nd win in a row. So he's got a 4-run lead to work with. Mike Sweeney, Jose Lopez, Rob Johnson. And Sweeney to right field. Buck racing over, and he's not going to get it. It goes over his head. And Mike Sweeney is going to have a leadoff double.
Looked like his Buck was reaching for the ball. He might have been able to extend, but could not. The ball was hit too hard.
Let's check out our Subway Eat Fresh Ask Glenn and Ray question. It comes from Les Brown in San Leandro. When a player is placed on the DL, disabled list, who picks who will come up to replace him? It's a good question. Well, obviously,
Les Brown's a musician. Les Brown's a renowned.
Maybe that's him. I guess it's probably a combination of Billy Beane, obviously the general manager, David Forrest, assistant GM.
But it usually comes down, number one, to what player do you need? Whether a pitcher, position player, you might send a pitcher down and get an extra position player. You might send a position player down and decide you need an extra pitcher for a series. And a lot of that will be determined by the need. And then, of course, Billy Beane, David Forrest, Bob Guerin get together and decide who it's going to be. And if it's a call to, say, AAA, and that player who gets the call for the first time, it's the most exciting time in the world. For the manager to go to him and say, you're going to the big leagues.
Grounded foul. And if you're at the A's AAA affiliate, Sacramento River Cats, and you're playing at home, it's an hour and a half. You can be here.
Well, once a player is sent down, of course, the disabled is a little bit different, but a player, if he's sent down, is the case of Gio Gonzalez. Has to stay 10 days. Before he can be called back up unless an injury occurs.
Matt Holliday makes the catch. So that's the first out. Jose Lopez is 0 for 3. But you know, talking about the geographical stuff here, I mean, it's important.
Yeah, it is.
AAA for a major league team to, if they can, have their AAA affiliate as close to, in A's case, Oakland as possible to get guys here quick. Doesn't always work out that way, but if you look around, most of the time, AAA team is fairly close to the big league team geographically.
And you're seeing more and more
Yeah.
when you can work out an agreement with the team that is close. First, they have to try to fly a guy in across the country, and time changes, whatever. But you're right. Get in the car and drive fast. The same for the rehab assignments for injured players,
Sure,
where they
that's right.
can go to Stockton or to Sacramento. Actually drive to one of those locations, do the rehab work, and come back for a game here.
Line just foul by Rob Johnson. .96 the pitch count. Anderson has gone over 100 pitches one time this year. That was his second start. On the 15th of April against the Red Sox, he threw 109 in 7 innings.
Now that is a top 7 innings for him, and I think at this point he'd be happy to get through 6 considering pitch count. But a lot of times pitching coaches, Kurt Young, as Kevin Cameron gets loose, will look at the combined number of pitches for 3 starts. And for Brett Anderson, 80 in his last start. .87 before that.
Probably a good way to look at it. Rob Johnson steps back in. Bounces that one. Hanahan throws out Johnson, and going to third is Sweeney.
Nice recovery by Jack Hanahan as the ball got up in the webbing of his glove. A little slow cone, but stayed with it. And a tough hop. And Rob Johnson right there, the ball just came up and just realized let the runner go to third, but get the catcher running to first. Fireworks in the middle of the day?
I hope it's fireworks.
Of course.
Andy Chavez.
This is Oakland.
Inside Chavez.
Hey, beautiful fireworks, but no surprising here in the daytime.
Couple of strikeouts for Andy Chavez today. Once swinging and once looking. Anderson will take either at this point. Kevin Cameron is pretty well loosened up out in the A's bullpen.
He's ready. Ron Romatic just gave the sign to Bob Guerin.
3-0. And the sign is?
He's ready.
Lift up the cap, right?
Lift the cap, nod.
The 3-0 pitch is a strike.
Well, you got a reprieve. You got a chance to get him out and walk into the dugout. Tip your cap, say nice going. Not being relieved by someone in the bullpen.
And now 3-2.
Well, as tempting as it is to throw a slider, a curveball, something to try to get him to chase, 5 fastballs to Chavez. Probably will get another one. like to see him fool everybody and throw the slider.
Let's see. Crosby, backhand's going to have to hurry, and he does, and gets Endy Chavez, and the Mariners do not score. So 6 good innings from Brett Anderson. Bottom of the 6th coming up, still 5-1 Athletics. More than just a piece of meat. Sunshine today at the ballpark on Memorial Day. Hope you're enjoying your holiday, whatever you may be doing. We're enjoying it at the ballpark. Handshakes for Brett Anderson, so that tells you that he is probably done for the afternoon. Went over 100 pitches.
Saw probably the most emotion you'll see after 3-0 to Chavez. And the ground ball to shortstop. Robbie Crosby made the out in the pump of the fist by Brett Anderson. Showing a little emotion, which was good.
Travis Buck's going to lead things off. New pitcher for the Seattle Mariners, Brandon Morrow. It has been a quick decline for Morrow this year. Hard to figure out.
6 for 8 in save opportunities, but we had a tough time for a stretch, and Wakamatsu felt it was time to maybe regroup. Pat Ardsma given that chore.
Morrow went on the disabled list end of April, came back early May, but he had 2 games down in Texas where he blew back-to-back saves, and the Mariners lost both games. It was just one of those where you just, oh man, this poor guy. And he has not been able to really recover from that. He's got a terrific arm. There's certainly no reason to think he won't straighten it out, but right now he has gone from their closer to way down in their bullpen. But in this case, probably just trying to get him to work his way back. Knocked down by Sweeney, and the throw off Morrow's glove, and Travis Buck is going to be aboard. The play never looked real smooth from either end as Mike Sweeney gave ground on it and did not field it cleanly.
That's the key, giving ground when he backed up and then bobbled the ball, had to hurry. And the throw arrived about the same time as Travis Buck did, who was hustling down the line. So error on Mike Sweeney, probably for bobbling the ball, and the throw a little bit to the first base side.
So it's an error, and that's the second error by the Mariners this year. Mariners have now made 38 errors. That is the most in the American League. So I'm sure that's an area that needs to be tightened up.
Mike Sweeney and Russell Branyan sharing duties at first base. Branyan getting the majority of the playing time, but you look around the infield with Lopez, Betancourt, and Beltre from second to third. That's a very solid defensive infield. A couple of Gold Gloves for Beltre at third. Ichiro, of course, Gold Glove in the right field. So they've got the defense.
Yeah.
That's the shocking part.
Where are the errors coming from?
Exactly.
Well, Betancourt has 8, and Beltre has 7, and Lopez has 7. But we give Beltre a break because he takes hits away all the time.
Yeah.
The other two guys, that's a lot of errors. Two and two now to Bobby Crosby. Crosby a single and a run scored in the second, and then a fly ball to center field in the fourth. Denny Stark went an inning and 2/3. No hits, no runs, a couple of walks, and no strikeouts. So he did his job coming out of the bullpen for Seattle. Keep the A's off the scoreboard.
Brandon Morrow's always had a very good arm. Velocity mid to upper 90s, and fortunate time if it's straight, which that one at 96 was straight. Crosby able to foul it back. The difference of movement and a fastball that maybe not thrown as hard versus one that just guys were back and throw it. In this location, it doesn't matter.
You could ask 10 pitchers. If you said, would you rather have 95 straight or 92 with movement or 91 with movement? I bet all 10 would say, give me the 91 or 92.
Ask the hitter. He'd take it straight at 100.
That's right. Inside, and it's going to be ball 4. So to throw down to second doesn't mean anything. Bobby Crosby takes the walk. So an error and a walk, and that's how the A's have something started here in the 6th.
That pitch was better than the one Suzuki had, although it was probably not calling a swing. But that one didn't look like that bad of a pitch.
So Jack Hanahan will hit. It's good to see Jack swinging the bat better. He's got a single and a double this afternoon. Scored a run and knocked in a run. This time he's going to bunt, pops it up in the air, and it's going to drop just foul. The RBI for Hanahan in the second inning is 5th of the year. Again, the bunt. Sweeney coming in, so is Beltre. And again, it's popped up. And this time, Johnson's not going to get it either. He made a very nice effort.
This pitch is up in the zone and the bat angle. And you can see once he went after it with the bat angle, it's going to be popped up. That angle, the bat should have been up and trying to hit down on the ball, and he just kind of got under it too much. Great effort by catcher Johnson, but it's too far away. You got to get on top of the ball and bunt it in the ground, make sure it goes into the ground.
That one's up and away.
Hanahan's yelling, wait a minute, I'm batting with 2 strikes and I've got to double a single?
Hold on.
Hard?
I got a good swing going, right?
Yeah.
Two and two. So as a hitter, you'd rather bunt a ball down in the strike zone, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Just much
or just even the pitch is up, you can still get on top with the angle of the bat, and when you get under, it's just like anything with lifting the ball. You get under it, it's going to be in the air. That's definitely not what you want is for the bunt.
This time bunted foul again, and that's a strikeout. So 1 out here in the 6th.
Second baseman, number 29.
It's this time a little bit away. Got it down, but the fact that it was away couldn't keep it fair.
Disappointed Jack Hanahan. And here's Kennedy. Kennedy, a walk, a double, and a single. A couple of RBIs, couple of stolen bases. He's filling up the stat sheet today.
Well, if Hanahan had gotten the button down and they had sacrificed the runner, as Kennedy probably would have walked intentionally, and Suzuki had a chance to hit with the bases loaded. As hot as Kennedy, been tough to have him at the plate second and third. So it's a first and second for him and just trying to stay hot. He's hitting .421. Last player hit .400 is Ted Williams in 1941 on May the 25th. What a great feeling to go to the plate and just be able to recognize pitches, hold up your swing. That pitch pretty good curveball for Moore, yet taken by Kennedy. It's just like you know what's coming. The ball comes in slow motion.
Good swing there by Kennedy. Fouls it straight back. Buck and Crosby are the runners. They have their leads. Long look in by Morrow. Kevin Cameron again starts to loosen up for the A's. A couple extra throws. Looks like he will come in the game. See, that's a pretty good pitch on the outside corner, and Kennedy just able to foul it back and wait for a better pitch to hit. That's the sign of a good hitter.
Ball running away, maybe off the plate a little bit, but flick it into foul territory and stay alive.
And now it's 3-2. So another good at bat from Adam Kennedy.
I think you're able to do the wave on Memorial Day. I thought it was not allowed.
I think that's a good rule by you. Rules by Ray. I like that one. 3-2. Kennedy line drive, base hit left field. Chavez picks it up. Buck will stop. And the magic show continues for Adam Kennedy. What do they say in the clubhouse? It's not that easy.
Yeah, well, that pitch away, that's a similar pitch that they fouled off, but just kind of guided to left field, a line drive on a pitch away. And I know Jim Scanlon unfortunately ejected early in the game, but getting a chance, maybe sitting with Adam Roden or watching these great at-bats by his players and all the hard work paying off with several players this afternoon. Of course, Kennedy has been hot ever since he joined the club.
Ray, he's 19 for 36 in his last 9 games. Man, Suzuki fouls it back. So the bases are loaded. 1 out and a chance for the A's to really blow this baby open. Nice play by that young A's fan. He's going to go home a happy kid. Fastball 0-2. Watch the catch. On a bounce, in the right spot. Lefty's got it.
Grab the rail. He's got a bag of peanuts in his left hand. Caught it with one hand.
That's great. So Suzuki behind in the count, 0-2. That's great. That young man will take that baseball home tonight. He'll be careful with it. Tomorrow, go outside, play with it, and it'll be as scuffed up. And by like Thursday, it'll be this beat up old baseball, which is good. That means he's playing. Swing and a miss, and the ball goes to the backstop. Bounces back toward home plate, but not in time as Buck comes in to score. It's a strikeout by Suzuki, but Buck scores on the wild pitch. 6-1 A's.
No run scored, but there's one upset young man. That's Kurt Suzuki swinging at a bad pitch. He knows he cannot go to first base, but hustling Buck with the ball coming back to Johnson. Made it a close play, but a great shot by James. What a shot there with that overhead camera, and with a slide by Travis Buck right under the tag.
So all the runners moved up.
James did a great shot, didn't he? Isn't that great?
James has been a great cameraman for a long time. James Mansfield is his name. Beltre in foul territory makes the catch. Side retired. Another run for the A's. We head to the 7th. 6-1 Athletics.
Making multiple plays to keep us in it, and hopefully we can hold on.
Brett, coming off a win in your last start against the Rays, how much did that make a difference in getting your first win in Major League Baseball? It's got to be the first of many, but getting that first one and helping you in today's game.
Yeah, it kind of relieves the pressure. You can go out and try to get another one, and like I said, hopefully we can hold on. And I was able to make some pitches, and we had some jams and stuff, and hopefully we can continue to do it well.
Hey, Brett, your first Major League start was against the Mariners on opening night. How much different was that start compared to this start versus Seattle?
It was a little bit different. Obviously I had the bad second inning in my first start, and so, I was just trying to minimize damage and trying to keep Ichiro off base, but I wasn't able to do that too well today with the 3 hits. But, like I said, I minimized damage better today, and hopefully it'll all work out.
Well, you're a crafty veteran now, right? Absolutely. A long time ago.
Your pitching coach said, and I think we all agree, the 9 batters you faced against the Rays in your last start, one of the best performances he's ever seen. But talk about your hard breaking ball down and in to the right-handers, and your fastball, the importance, especially the breaking ball, to these tough right-handed hitters.
Yeah, that's my whole MO is fastballs in and set it up, and then throw the breaking ball down in their back foot. And today it wasn't working too well, but that's my whole game, is try to throw the righties inside with fastballs and then pound them with breaking balls after that.
All right, Brett, thanks for joining us. Congratulations.
Before he goes, though, he's got to say hello. He said his dad's watching today.
Yeah, say hi to him, and good luck in the regionals.
Absolutely.
Cowboys got the day off today, huh?
Yeah, I got the day off, so I'm sure he's watching.
All right, Brett,
He's
thanks,
very
buddy.
proud, I'm sure, as we all are. Doing a great job.
Thank you.
Well, we appreciate Brett Anderson stopping by. 6 very good innings, and the young man, what was it, 8th start, 9th start today, really starting to settle in and feel comfortable as a big leaguer, and sometimes that can take a while, and it can mean a lot when you do start to feel good.
Well, the important thing is getting the first win on your belt, and we talk about hitters starting a season, a 10-year veteran or rookie season, you want to get the first, and especially for a major league pitcher, getting your first win at a special, and Modi, it's the first of many, and get bases loaded. And the great thing about baseball, you cannot ever score too many runs, and you're not showing anybody up by just trying to get hits. A's were able to get a break bottom half, the 6th inning, to score an unearned run again. But you have to take advantage of them. Too many lost games this year with big leads. Just keep adding on. It's Kevin Cameron relieving Brett Anderson in the 7th.
Franklin Gutierrez had the line drive single, and there's another line drive single to center field. So Ichiro is 4 for 4.
At least it made it the outfield.
He could jog to first. So that's 8 hits now for the Mariners. They have actually out-hit the A's, but the A's with the 6-1 lead. The phone is ringing in the bullpen again.
Yuniesky Betancourt.
Yuniesky Betancourt, the 2nd place hitter. So it'll be Betancourt, Beltre, and then Griffey coming up with 2 on and nobody out. Betancourt takes outside. Betancourt is 0 for 2. He had a sacrifice in the first inning. He's flied to center and then flied to right. Two and 0. Looked like Cameron got underneath that pitch. We talked about that a lot. The elbow drops a little bit, and when a right-hander throws a pitch up and in to a right-handed hitter, or up and away to a left-handed hitter, most of the time they're dropping that elbow a little bit.
A couple getting loose in the bullpen. Lefty Breslow, the only lefty, and Casilla. The Mariners have been struggling, but you did not want to give them any opportunities.
Nope.
Too many good hitters on the club to stand pat too long.
Two and 1 now is Cameron maybe looking for a ground ball off the bat of Betancourt. This could be it. Hanahan has it to Kennedy. Kennedy the turn, double play. 5-4-3, 2 outs.
That double play important because Kurt Gilman said this might be your last batter, so do something special. He did. And he got the 5-4-3 double play, and Adam Kennedy not only swinging the bat, watch the turn at second, as the veteran knows how to do it all. Great turn at second by Adam Kennedy, and a not surprising, saying nice throw from Jack Hanahan. That's the important thing, to be able to turn the double play, get a throw, a good one.
Beltre off the end of the bat, a squibber. Giambi hangs with it, steps on the bag, side retired, and the Mariners do not score. Well, history's biggest hit is back. Here's a sneak peek of Ice Road Truckers.
Ladies and gentlemen, in honor of Memorial Day, please rise and join in singing God Bless America with Technical Sergeant Dan Plaster.
Land that I love, stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light mountains, to the prairies, to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home.
Win in his major league career. A little work to be done yet by the A's. And the A's hitting the long ball. Travis Buck, a home run today. After 7 in that series against Arizona, they got another one today. So 8 home runs in the last 4 games for the Athletics.
Some of the soldiers in the house today on this Memorial Day, and we thank them as always. And Michael, buddy, how you doing, buddy? Some veterans on our staff today, so thanks to those guys as well.
Big time.
I was talking to one soldier, getting some autographs down by the A's dugout, and the National Guard, and he said he's going to Afghanistan in about 6 to 8 months. So we wish all the soldiers health and a speedy return.
Brandon Morrow out for his 2nd inning of work, facing Matt Holliday. Holliday hits one deep to center. Gutierrez back, still going back, now turns around in front of the wall, and he's got it. One away here in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Well, Matt Holliday had to provide his own power with that curveball. And he wonders probably if the wind knocked it down. Like he hit it well.
One out for Jason Giambi. Giambi takes low. Well, night game tomorrow night for game 2 of the series. Dallas Braden and Jarrett Washburn, a couple of lefties. And that'll be 7 o'clock right here on Comcast Sportsnet California, with A's pregame live at 6:30. So make sure you join us for game 2 of this 3-game series tomorrow. Two and one. So Giambi a walk and 2 walks today and a strikeout.
Well, the A's trying to put a winning streak together. Get the Diamondbacks yesterday to end their 2-game losing streak.
Giambi hit 400 on Saturday, hit 401 yesterday, and there it was.
Well, great sound on a 91-mile-an-hour fastball. '15th year in the big leagues and 38 years young, still working hard every day on his craft, and that's something special to just not accept the fact that you're a big league ball player for that many years. You don't have to keep working. Works hard. Got 401 home runs to prove it.
Ryan Sweeney.
2 outs for Ryan Sweeney. Yeah, that's all you have to do is look at David Ortiz, right? And that makes you realize. And we're not saying David Ortiz doesn't work hard. The point is you have no idea when you're just going to hit a stretch where you're thinking, well, wait a minute, what is going on?
It's a humbling game. Very, very humbling game.
I mean, David Ortiz has been a premier hitter for what, 6-7 years now. I mean, as dangerous as anybody. And now you hear people say, it looks like he's done.
Yeah.
Now, we don't know that that's the case. I don't think it is, but just the fact that people are saying that, and it could be an injury, you just don't know. But for David Ortiz to be hitting under 200 with, I think, just 1 home run, it's hard to figure out. 3-0 to Sweeney, and that's in their first strike. Sweeney is 0 for 3. A couple of ground outs, and he hit a line drive in the 5th inning, but it was right at the left fielder, Endy Chavez. It's been a good afternoon for that young man, Travis Buck. Just inside, and it's a 2-out walk. Sweeney's on base for the first time. That is 7 walks that Mariners pitchers have issued today. 3 by the starter Jacobascus. Stark walked 2, and now Morrow has walked 2. So 7 walks, and they've made 2 errors.
And 2 of the walks have scored, and 1 of the errors. Travis Buck last innings came around to score.
So that's 9 base runners that really the Mariners have given the A's, and the A's have taken advantage. Swing and a miss by Buck. Buck's homer in the 4th inning. Down the right field line, hit an off-speed pitch from Jacobascus.
Looked like he wanted to make it 2 for the day. That swing. Swung hard on the fastball for Morrow.
He has scored 3 runs today. Sean White, another right-hander, starts to loosen for the Mariners. Their starter, Jacobascus, went just 3 1/3. Sweeney, a short lead at first. And Buck gets a piece, 2-2. This was the home run in the 4th inning.
Well, that's when you know that the bat stays back. He knew it was gone, had the distance, no doubt. Deep in right field, an off-speed pitch. The only way you can hit a ball that far is if you stay back with your bat. Body can go forward, but the bat stays back.
Pitch high, and Buck went after it, fouls it straight back. So we'll do the 2-2 count again. 3-2. Well, they're underway in Cleveland, the Rays and the Indians. Mentioned earlier, David Price starting that game for the Rays. Sweeney takes off, and this one hit high and foul. Could be playable. In front of the A's dugout, it's Beltre and Johnson. And Rob Johnson, right at the last minute, reaches out and makes the catch. Side retired. 8th inning coming up. Still 6-1 Athletics. As Bobby Crosby has slid over to play first base, and now playing shortstop is Orlando Cabrera. So Orlando got 7 innings off. He didn't think he was going to get a full day off, did he?
No, probably not. As long as the A's were leading.
Griffey bounces one right at Crosby. Cameron covers nicely, and that's the first down.
And this is exactly what the A's need. They have a reliever come in, get outs, and not have to use 3 or 4 relievers in a ball game when you're leading 5-1 or not 6-1. Cameron, first 2 hits, first 2 batters last inning, gets the double play, gets out of the inning, and then quick out here. I mean, realistically, he could finish this game.
Yep. And wouldn't that be a boost to the A's bullpen? Sweeney skies one. Suzuki lost it. Now he's looking for it. Crosby coming down, and it's going to be Bobby Crosby who hangs in there and really makes a very, very difficult play. Well, you're running, the ball's bouncing a little bit, the sun's in your eyes, and that's a heck of a play by Crosby.
But especially thinking that Suzuki, who could not find the ball, and then by the time he got past Mike Sweeney, Crosby was there coming down the line. He's playing deep at first. And just moved over from shortstop. He's already handled 2. Ground ball and a pop-up foul. So great play by Bobby Crosby, staying with a ball in the tough sun.
Jose Lopez is 0 for 3. Lopez a strikeout, fly out to center, and a fly out to left. The average down to 221. We've talked about the hottest team in baseball right now, the San Diego Padres. That's right, the San Diego Padres. I know. They have won 9 in a row, and they're starting a series in Arizona. And I think it was 7-1, or maybe 6-1. The Diamondbacks were winning. And we just looked up, and the Padres got a run in the top of the 9th to tie the game at 7. So the Padres right now can do no wrong.
Just like Adam Kennedy.
They were down 7-1. To the team we just saw, the Diamondbacks. Well, when you've won 9 in a row, you think you can do anything.
And
right? And that's not a good offense. The Padres really don't score a lot of runs, but they came back from a 7-1 deficit.
They're at 500, so what is a 9-game streak? Where did they start with that streak?
That's right. Same spot. Bobby Crosby handles this one. No problem. So Kevin Cameron, some help from his first baseman, Bobby Crosby. 6-1, bottom of the 8th, coming up. For details. (6-1) the A's over the Mariners on a sunny, cool afternoon at the ballpark. Nomar Garciaparra not playing today, but he's enjoying what his teammates are doing on Memorial Day.
A lot of fans happy on this beautiful Memorial Day to see a great game of baseball and their team winning, as long as they're A's fans. Sean White's 16th appearance for the right-hander. Well, all we've seen is Bobby Crosby. 3 defensive plays and leads off the bottom of the 8th inning.
Bobby Crosby all the time.
When you're that versatile, that's what happens.
Number 22, Jack Hanahan.
So Jack Hanahan will hit. Sean White is the new pitcher. Brandon Morrow goes 2 innings, gives up an unearned run. Hanahan a single and a double. So Jack's got a better swing going. Only one night game in the American League, and that's the White Sox and the Angels down in Anaheim. Danks and Santana, the pitching matchup. That's a 6 o'clock start. So they'll get underway in a couple hours.
One of our men, John Reynolds, is working with the White Sox crew.
What do you think?
Probably. There's a big fireworks show probably at Angel Stadium. They always celebrate the holidays with a big fireworks show. And they're averaging about 41,000 a game at Angel Stadium.
Yep.
Dodgers drew over 50,000 yesterday.
Foul territory. Beltre. And it's not going to be Beltre. It's going to be Betancourt near the line. He makes the catch. So Hanahan is retired.
Second baseman, number 29, Adam Kennedy.
So here's Adam Kennedy. A sensational afternoon for Kennedy. A walk in the first, a double in the second, a single in the fourth, and a single in the sixth. So we're going to show you something, Ray. See if you recognize the name of Mario Guerrero. Remember Mario?
Sure.
Guerrero? All right. He and Adam Kennedy are linked. 25 hits in the first 15 games with the A's, most hits in Oakland history. The previous record, Mario Guerrero, 1978. I remember that name.
Yep.
Is he an outfielder?
I don't know.
I don't know.
What year was it? 78?
78.
Mario
78. You were living in the beautiful town of Milwaukee.
Yeah,
in
some of the lean years. The Oakland A's.
I wonder if they're grumbling in Chicago, right? You see the Cubs?
Oh, yeah.
They have lost 7 in a row, and Chicago is now 21-21. And it doesn't take much for the fans to start grumbling in Chicago.
Yeah, they were in San Diego over the weekend and were swept.
Yeah.
Part of that 9-game winning streak of the Padres.
They're talking about maybe playing Soriano at second base. That's going to happen. Two and two the count to Kennedy. Down the right field line, and there's another hit. Kennedy's going to dig for 2. Ichiro flips it back in, and Adam Kennedy is having a terrific afternoon. In fact, he's going to get a standing ovation, and it's well deserved. Some of the fans up on their feet. He's 4 for 4.
And just as important was the leadoff walk. Stole second, stole third, and scored with a hard hit ball by Suzuki. I'll make it Jack Cust, but fouled a couple of pitches off his foot. And then this double to right field.
He can do no wrong. Suzuki, foul territory. Sweeney's going to run out of room. So Adam Kennedy is now 26 for 59. 26 for 59. A .441 batting average. So Kurt Suzuki steps in, and he's 0 for 4. Life's just not fair. Adam Kennedy, the guy hitting in front of him, is spraying base hits all over the field. Ichiro drifts over and in, fights the sun a little bit, and he's got it. Side retired. Adam Kennedy gets his 4th hit of the afternoon, but the A's do not score. 9th inning coming up, 6-1 Athletics.
presented by Avoderm Ultra Premium Pet Food. Tickets are $15 for each fan and dog, with a $5 dog fee being donated to Dogs for Diabetics. Space is limited to the first 500 dogs and their owners, with each guest receiving... Now, the dogs sit on the laps? Each guest receiving an A's bandana and goodie bag with dog product samples. For tickets, go to oaklandathletics.com. So 500 dogs and their owners. So the dogs sit in the seat and the owners sit on their lap?
Yeah, if that's how...
You only have 500 seats and 500 dogs.
That's how the dog feels about his owner.
Andrew Bailey just hopefully lob tossing in the bullpen as he gets ready. Kevin Cameron, outstanding 24 pitches and retiring after the first 2 batters he faced, single, then a double play, and he's done a very good job since then, and trying to get a 3-inning save in this game. He's qualified for save as long as Andrew Bailey just keeps soft tossing.
Yeah, let's hope Andrew Bailey never breaks a sweat down there. Good pitch there, and Cameron gets his first strikeout.
Number 10, Andy Chavez.
So 1 out here in the ninth, and Andy Chavez steps up. So we're told, Ray, if Cameron does get the final 2 outs, it would be his first career save.
Beautiful.
Let him get it.
That's right.
Well, he's only thrown 27 pitches, so he's fine.
And you know, they talk about, well, they got to get up. So, sit down, get up. That's what they've done their whole life. And sit down, make some tosses, and get the job. And, of course, it is a 5-run game difference, and anything less than 3 innings would not be a save. But at 3 innings, qualifies him for that magical first.
Doesn't matter what the score is.
Nope. As long as he goes 3 innings.
The A's 2 outs away from their 17th win of the year. Right center. Buck racing in. He got a good jump, and he tracks it down. 2 outs here in the ninth.
Number 21, Franklin Gutierrez.
So here's Gutierrez, the last hope for Seattle.
Now, Brett Anderson going back to the 5th inning. First 2 batters he faced, Gutierrez and Ichiro singled, but then retired the next 3 batters. Great play by Travis Buck, but there's not been a lot of opportunities for the Mariners today, thanks to the excellent pitching by Brett Anderson and now Kevin Cameron.
In there for a strike, 1-1.
Only run scored by the Mariners, a home run by Kenji Jojima, who left the game because of the collision at the plate, and we hope his foot is okay after Kevin Kennedy slid into him.
There's a slow curve, and Gutierrez swings and misses. So the Memorial Day crowd here at the Coliseum rises to its feet. As Cameron, 1 out away from wrapping this baby up. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Nice job by Kevin Cameron. He comes in, throws 3 innings, gets his first major league save, gets the baseball.
Absolutely.
And he saves it for Brett Anderson. So a good all-around baseball game this afternoon for the Athletics, as they got plenty of hits, another long ball, and really they took advantage of some shoddy defense